everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another video. Christ, we're smashing these out at the minute, and today it's a match preview to Norwich's game versus Blackburn Rovers tomorrow afternoon at Carrow Road. I'm filming this on the Thursday. It's being uploaded on the Friday, so I haven't seen the team news because I'm working night shifts Thursday and Friday, so won't have time to film it, so I'm filming it now, so it's a bit in advance. If I do miss any team news and injuries that we haven't heard of already, that'd probably be why. So going into it, am I confident? I'd say so, yeah. I think Blackburn probably has been one of our toughest oppositions away from home. We did win there, obviously, a brace from Teemu Pukki, but they were still a very, very good outfit. And I don't think that will change when they go at Carrow Road. But I still fancy us to win, especially if Teemu Pukki is back. But then that does give Farke a headache, because who do you take out of Rupp and Dow to bring in Pukki? Because you can't leave a player of Teemu Pukki's quality out the lineup. But Rupp and Dow both put, respectively, man of the match performances in. So who do you take out? And that's a big headache that Daniel Farke has got going into tomorrow's game. And it's a headache for me as well to kind of, who am I going to drop out of those two players for Teemu Pukki? Or does Teemu Pukki even get into the starting 11? So it is a real headache, definitely, for Daniel Farke. But there's no new injury news that I'm aware of, which is brilliant. It's brilliant. I did see Lukas Rupp did pull up slightly in the Forest game. I don't know if that's an injury or just cramp. He seems to be fine after that, but just, yeah, I'm hoping it's just cramp, because Rupp was absolutely quality, and I do think he needs to start on Saturday. I say that, but I might take Rupp out and starting 11. But he deserves to start tomorrow. But Blackburn, they're without Bradley Dack, who's out again with a long-term injury. So obviously we wish Bradley Dack the speediest of recoveries and hope he returns. Obviously, he was out long-term and came back and is now out long-term again. So hopefully he does recover soon. Blackburn obviously without Tom Tribal, who obviously is on loan from Norwich City, and he's obviously loan-tied for this game. So they're without Tom Tribal, who we know at this level is one of the best centre defensive midfielders in the league. Obviously, I remember that individual performance of his versus Leeds at Carrow Road was probably one of the best individual performances I've ever seen from a Norwich City player. He was everywhere. The white Kante, definitely. Yeah, he was excellent. But yeah, Norwich 9 wins on the bounce. Just looks so much. Oh, I just can't see us slipping up. I cannot see us slipping up, which is why I said a few weeks ago or a week ago that we will break the points record, because I just don't see where Norwich City will slip up. We just look so good at the minute. So I can only see this being a Norwich win. I'm not saying Blackburn are bad. This does have potential to be a banana skin, but I think at home, especially since that Swansea game, obviously, which is a sort of benchmark from then on in, we've been absolutely fantastic. Obviously, 9 wins on the bounce. We look at home, our home form's just been incredible. We've only conceded 2 goals at home. We're, I believe it's 2 goals. I might be wrong. Might be 1 goal. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we've just been so good, and I just can't see us slipping up as much at all at home. So, yeah, I just don't see how Blackburn are going to beat us or even get a point against us. I think we're just going to have too much for them. Like, even without Teemu Pukki, we still look like we're going to steamroll every single team in this division. So, that's without your best player. So, it just also shows that Norwich aren't a one-man team. Obviously, I think this was a big problem coming down from the Premier League. We knew how pivotal Teemu Pukki was with his chances created stats, with his assist stats, being, one of the highest in the Premier League, and we still obviously went down with a whimper, and we were just fearing that we're hoping that we weren't going to be a one-man team, because we've seen the stats with Teemu Pukki, we've seen the stats without Teemu Pukki, and it's now nice to see that we can actually beat teams comfortably as well without our best player. So again, Norwich aren't a one-man team, and I think that is now set in stone for me. And even if Pukki comes back, I still think we're going to absolutely steamroll Blackburn. But like I said, nothing against Blackburn. I do think they're a quality side. I do like to score goals, but I do like to lose games as well. Obviously, we can remember the start of the season, Blackburn were kind of like seen as a dark horse of the division. You know, they were scoring goals out of nowhere. Adam Armstrong, you know, just looking like he was just a whole revelation of a striker. Just looked really, really sharp. But Blackburn have just kind of died off. I think just too inconsistent, which is probably why they won't make the playoffs, in my opinion, this season. But we'll go into my predicted 11, and then we'll go into my score prediction for tomorrow's game. I predicted 11, so we'll start off with the back 5, I guess. Tim Krul in goal, no change there. Best goalkeeper in the Championship, hands down. Then we'll go over to the back 4. We'll start off at left back, Dimitris Giannoulis. One of his best performances in the Norwich City shirt on Wednesday night. I think there was a lot of criticism going his way after the Sheffield Wednesday game, and me included. He didn't have his greatest game, but he still knew he's still got to find his feet. And for me, he's found his feet brilliantly and does look like the real deal. And in the centre halves, unchanged, Grant Hanley and Ben Gibson. You just can't change that partnership. And then right back, Max Aarons, of course. Again, another excellent performance from him at right back on Wednesday night. So no change in that back 5 at all. And I think if we can keep all these players fit defensively, I think we'll be fine for the duration of the season. In the centre midfield spots, Kenny McLean and Oliver Skipp, that can't change, can it? It's just it is the best midfield partnership in this league. You can't change Mr. Consistent and the mayor of Norwich. You know, you've got to keep them in there. They're both Rolls Royce of midfielders. You know, they're just everywhere. They're just powerhouses in the middle of the park. But then we go to the difficult part, and it's just doing that 3 behind Pukki. I'll go on the left, Todd Cantwell. Oh God. This is difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. It is difficult. I just don't think this is going to be Lukas Rupp's game. And from what we saw on Wednesday night, we did see him tire, and it looked like he might have pulled something, so he may be out anyway. But I think it probably may be a good idea just to rest him and make sure that he's fit when we come back after the international break. For me personally, nothing against Rupp because it's so hard to choose between these 3 players. But I'm going to have to go Kieran Dow on the 10. I think he does deserve to carry on starting. Rupp, I just think maybe a bit too tired, and I think it's probably not his game. I think Blackburn a bit more of a physical side to Forest, and we just need someone with a bit more muscle on them. Kieran Dow's obviously, I think he's around 6 foot as well, so can kind of add that height in there to support Pukki up front as well. And on the right, obviously, Emi Buendia. If he's back in the squad, he's got to start. There is no doubt about it. Don't get me wrong, played really, really well without him. But he is the best player in this division, and he is our best player. As much as I've just said we're not a one-man team, we do need Emi Buendia starting. If you've got your best players available to you in football, you have to start them. That goes without a doubt. And obviously up front, Teemu Pukki. I do feel like it's harsh to drop Lukas Rupp, and it's going to be a massive, massive headache for Farke. It's just going to be a massive headache, and we'll see what the lineup turns out to be on Saturday. Maybe unchanged, and I wouldn't be disappointed with that. Like I said, I think if you do have your best players available, you need to start them. So if Emi Buendia is available, I do want to see him start. But if we go unchanged, it's understandable because it's a winning team that done so well. So it's understandable if he doesn't make any changes. So I believe it'd be in between those front 3 of Rupp, Dow and Buendia, who starts in those 2 positions, and obviously, like I said, Pukki up front. The man on form at the minute, 11 goals in 9 games, and I believe he will add to that in a 3-1 win at Carrow Road tomorrow. I'm going to go with a Pukki brace. I think Pukki will score a brace, and I think Todd Cantwell will notch in with a goal. I do think we'll concede. I think, like I said, Blackburn do like to score goals. They're very, very good going forward. Obviously, without Bradley Lack and Tom Tribal, 2 of their key players, but I think besides that, they will be a threat, definitely. 3-1 win for Norwich on Saturday. Let's hope we can extend this round to 10 wins on the bounce, because that would be something special. But like I said, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, go check out my socials, and also go click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more of my content. And I shall see you guys later.